Disclaimer: this video contains clips and scenes from other properties. I do not own these clips. This is simply just to help out with the video better. With this in mind, Copyright Act 1976. I do not own these things and all clips and scenes belong to their rightful and respectful owners. Thank you, and please enjoy the video. What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic backhand. Holy hell, 100 movie review. Holy Christ, I can't believe it took this long to get to the 100 review, but here we are, 100 movie review. Now listen, since it's my 100 movie review, I figured, why not redo a review where it all started, you know? Like redo my very first review as my 100 review. My options were very open, but since it was my 100 review, I wanted to make it special. And so, we're redoing Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. My very first movie review ever. Still, you know, I can't believe it's been like 100 reviews. So, yeah, but now, I mean, back then when I used to film my movies in my own freaking kitchen with a crappy camera and like, you know, it was very crappy style. It was like, I won't lie, it was a very, very crappy style. But, it's now upgraded and this time, let's give my very first review to my channel's modern day review. There we go. So, Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. I still stand by what I say. I mean, what's the story about? Apparently it starts off with Stitch having nightmares of him reverting back to his old self. But Lilo, now played by Dakota Fanning, which at first was like, when you first watched it, you hardly know the difference. But nowadays, you definitely do notice.
It's nice to live on an island with no large cities.
My
hula career is falling to pieces, and you're worried about stinking work?
Why they replace her voice is beyond me. Maybe they just wanted to get another character playing Lilo, or maybe the old actress was like too busy doing the TV show. Regardless, it's a mystery of why they replaced her. Or either way, I think she's doing a swell job, actually. You know? Anyway, there's a hula competition going on, and, you know, her mother won first place, and she was her age, so she's trying to make it her quest to, be the champion. Anyway, at the dinner, a movie night where Nani is forcing everyone to be at and having fun. I mean, I really feel sorry for Nani in this movie. Like, throughout the entire movie, she's like balancing work life, home life, having aliens for her Ohana. You know, I kind of feel a little sorry for her. But hey, she's doing all she can. And it's like, you gotta give her props and stuff like that, you know? Oh, so you can understand her anger when she's forcing everyone to have fun. Anyway, during the movie that they're watching, Stitch actually gets crazy and gets noticed by Umba, you know? And apparently, back when Stitch was first created, his molecules had to be charged or something. But when the galactic government or whatever infiltrated his lab, they unplugged Stitch and like, now his circuits or whatever are going haywire, and he can't control it. The more he glitches out, the more he'll die. He will actually die, and there's no way of returning him and stuff like that. Yeah, and it is my biggest problem throughout the movie. It is one of the things I love in this movie. Jumba's love towards Stitch, his quest to try and save him, is actually really sweet of him. He really does care about Stitch. Like, he's a son to him. I mean, he did state it in the anime, a version of Stitch.
If by daddy you mean one who creates life by injecting amino acids into fluffy bunny parts, then rejuvenates with nuclear waste, Well, then I suppose you can say I, Jumba, am Daddy. Your Daddy 626. Want to go throw a ball around, son?
So, yeah. But I really like it that Jumba is, like, going out of his way to save his son, you know? Oh, and it's really sweet of him. But my only complaint about it is, like, why is he keeping it top secret? Only Pleakley and him knows about it. Why doesn't he just tell Nani or David? I mean, I have a theory why he doesn't want to tell Lilo at best. I mean, the poor girl has been through enough trouble as it is. Her parents died at a young age. She almost got taken away by a giant alien and a social worker during the last movie. I mean, finally, Lilo has an Ohana that she finally has again, you know? And finding out that her best friend / I want to say surrogate brother, because throughout this entire movie, Lilo and Stitch, instead of having like a best friend bond, they have more like a brother and sister bond.
I'm not touching you.
She's touching me. She's touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You're touching me.
Not touching.
Touching me.
It's free air.
And yeah, and if she found out that Stitch was dying, she'd be devastated. Obviously. So I can understand maybe why he doesn't tell Lilo. Oh, but the fact that they keep it super vague of why they keep it secret is just beyond me, really. I mean, Lilo and Stitch, I can understand why he doesn't tell. I mean, how would you react to when you found out that your circuits were going haywire, and if you continue doing it, you will die? I mean, how would you take it? I'd be freaking out. And Lilo, she's already had enough trouble as it is. She doesn't want it anymore. Or as for Nani and David, I mean, you could just tell them and they can help you. So why don't do that, dude? Why do you do that? No, instead, and it's more important for Pleakley to play dress up and try to play a couples counseling with Nani and David instead. Like, that's more important. Whatever. But anyway, throughout the movie, there's a little montage of Lilo and Stitch, you know, trying to find their hula. Then they finally come across it, but then, like, you know, Stitch is glitching, gets out of control at one of her dance rehearsals, and then, like, you know, like I said before, why doesn't Jumper tell them? I mean, I'll tell you why, because there's got to be this scene where Lilo doubts Stitch, and they have a huge falling out, which leads to the conflict of the movie, which causes a climactic, you know, way of how they, you know, that's why he doesn't tell anyone. But, okay, despite the telling, how does Lilo not notice what's up with Stitch? Why he's behaving differently? Why he suddenly has green eyes, and why does he have, like, these seizure-like moments that seems very concerning? Regardless, though, she's just a kid, and she's working on her priority to, you know, win like her mother did when she was her age. And, you know, it all leads to this ending where it looks like Stitch is out of time, and he actually, you know, dies. And through a powerful, really emotional scene where they look like they killed him off, I guess you could say the power of love and plot, and basically the luau or whatever, the dance that Lilo and Stitch were going to do about love being more powerful than death. You know, I guess that brings him back to life, and honestly, it was a very touching scene. And I still stand by my statement about Stitch should have said something more than saying Stitch is fluffy or whatever. He should have said something like, your mom says hi, or your mom says she's proud of you, or your mom says she loves you, or something sweet like that, if I'm being honest. I mean, he did just come back from the dead, so I'm just saying, I thought it'd be more sweet, if I'm being honest. Anyway, there's an ending where everyone's doing the luau. We have no idea who won the competition, but who cares? There's about that. And honestly, it's a very touching ending. Okay, despite those two flaws, and despite the runtime, yeah, apparently this movie's only like an hour and 6 minutes long, which kind of sucks, but then again, other than that, though, Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch, still holds a special place within my heart, and I still think it's a really good movie. Sure, it's not as good as the first one, but, animation's good. Then again, it's Disney, so, you know, not as good as the first, but still love it. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's still good, still worth watching, and honestly, still my favorite. This is the F-Man Critic telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification. 100 movie review, baby!